All right, I am here with both the owners from Winter Circle ATX, Devry and Justin.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, man, let's pop it off. If you want to just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Kick it off, Justin.
So, Justin Nix on Instagram, im.barber. Just take the E out at the end of barber. Worked with Devry for a while. Made his acquaintance, stayed in touch, and basically eventually Devry basically came back to the barbershop and we linked up. And that's
Pull
how
that trigger.
That's how we're here. But a little about me, I'm 34, Virgo, military background. I love dogs, swimming, meeting new people, making connections, and making content. And it's kind of why we're here today.
Devry Weaver, originally from Beaumont, Texas. Been in Austin since 2013. Similar background as Justin, both parents military. I met Justin 4 years ago, and we've been locked in ever since, man.
So how did this ownership thing come together? What transpired there?
I was just, the previous barbershop that I was working at was there since 2018, and I was just burned out of the atmosphere, how things were starting to be ran. Unprofessional in my opinion.
What does that look like?
The unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
Barbers being late, barbers canceling appointments left and right. They only see one appointment on their books. They just cancel the whole day.
Drinking on the job.
Drinking on the job.
Heavy on the drinking on the job.
Heavily drinking on the job.
There was a bar really close by.
Too convenient and very dangerous.
Yeah. Also, to touch on how it transpired, basically, I was also burned out. This place is high, very high, appointment driven, lots of walk-ins. It's in a good location. But, 12 barbers, they feel like they need 2 managers and a owner to run essentially a 10-man shop, since 2 of them are managers. And yeah, it got overwhelming. I've been told in the back, like, hey, if you're late, one more time, we're gonna need to start, think about your next moves. And I'm like, well, I got bills to pay and stuff. You're gonna at least give me a 2-week notice? And he confirmed, yes, I would give you a 2-week notice. The very next day, other manager was late. And me, I'm used to sticking up for people. I'm like, dude, what's going on? So I reached out to the owner. Of course, I'm the bad guy for trying to make sure everyone's on the, we're a team.
Yeah.
Steamship, gotta, keep going down the ocean. We're all gotta paddle at the same speed to stay afloat. So
we can't be late, but the manager can be late.
Yeah, gotta lead by example, right?
Gotta lead by example.
I agree.
And I think, like, for me, as far as like, if you're gonna be a manager, even if you don't have an appointment, whatever it says on that Google listing, when the shop's open, that's when you're supposed to be there. Right. As a manager, at least one of them. Like, and y'all could split that however y'all want. But so what would y'all do, or what are y'all doing differently with y'all place that you didn't like over there, apart from the management?
Well, I just wanted to make sure before Devry answers, as far as managing goes, when you're a manager and there's a client that's unhappy, they're not going to leave with a 5-star Google review rating feeling. The manager's duty is to come in and see what we can do to fix that. So one thing I've implemented here, I didn't ask anyone else to do this, but is make sure everyone's leaving happy. And if they're not, we need to figure out a possible partial refund, a free haircut, a free service, a free product, giving back something. That's where I feel like, that's what makes a good manager, and then someone that just wants to call himself a manager.
Micromanaging.
Yeah.
Heavy on the micro.
I feel it. So, man, how do y'all feel being owners now?
I don't think it's personally hit me yet, still. We've been open since December 8th. It's still kind of surreal to me. I never thought I'd be a part of something like this, especially, linking up with Justin. This dude is very smart. He's very knowledgeable, very personable and talkative person, which is great. I would have never seen myself here, being quite honest.
Yes, I would like to agree on that. Barbers always talk about, and it might be not just barbers, it might be bartenders wanting to open a bar, hairstylists wanting to open a salon. And when you're self-employed, of course the next step is you're doing your own thing, whether it's opening a suite, buying a barbershop, making one, being built, not bought. Like Devry said, I didn't really think this was possible, but I do have to shout out my previous barbershop. The owner there allowed me to work there for 3 years and get to where we're at. So you know, if he eventually seen this, I appreciate you, dog. You put me here, so you helped me buy a house, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, don't forget the Tesla.
We drive electric over here. EV save the world. Yeah, I don't get into politicking, but I do get into that Tesla.
That boy like the electric slide.
Yeah, I feel it, man. So, what was the biggest challenge like of 2025?
Yeah, I'll let you go first on that one.
Biggest challenge 2025. Like I stepped away from barbering briefly for about a year and a half. I hate to say it that I was being a follower when I got my CDL. Did it wasn't for me.
Was it hard to get your CDO?
It's very simple, 3-week process, very easy. Just got to take a driving portion of the test and a written portion, kind of like barbering, but very simple. But the work hours are long. It's just a lot that comes with it, a lot of liability with trucking. And I have 3 kids, and it just wasn't working out time-wise. So I came back to what I've known, barbering. I got licensed back in 2017, picked up the clippers, 7th, 8th grade, cutting my hair, got good at it to where my friends started to recognize, like, who's edging you up? Next thing you know, my classmates are hitting me up. Dad's working
Graveyard?
working graveyard hours, and I'm sneaking people in while Pops is at work, man, just giving haircuts and, you know, doing other extra shit that I probably wasn't supposed to be doing. And barbering is what I've been good at, man, and I think I don't want to say that I've mastered it, but I'm pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, for sure.
So for that question, 25 was difficult for me because I had to lock in a whole nother way, and that's because my girlfriend currently is unemployed and has been, and I had to get the business going on top of buying a house, doing the whole process for buying a house. It's not an easy process. It's not a 1-month thing. It can be, but that was tough. Taking care of a 7-month-old child and also commuting most of the time for like 30 minutes away. So hours on the road, managing day-to-day life, get home and have to take care of, like Devery, take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of a dog. Moving, everyone knows about moving. I moved like twice in December in 2025. So yeah, locking in has been, was the hardest thing of 25. And I mean, definitely have to go harder now than more than ever. So it's a good question. I like that question.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight, man. You know, I mean, you know, like there's a lot of people that don't have to go through that, and they don't know what that feels like or that pressure, you know. And it's like sometimes you don't know where it's gonna come from some days, but it happens, right?
Right.
So I know you guys were talking about the micromanaging and stuff at the old shop you guys were at, and how you just disliked the things that were going on. I feel like that goes back to how, like, the barbering culture has changed. So what do y'all feel like has changed the most throughout barbering, and how do y'all feel like we can get back to where we once were, like back in 2018 when we was on fire, you know?
The number one thing is greed has taken over the barber industry.
Do you feel like every barber feels like the next barber is competition? Not thinking about the millions of people that are in Austin, Texas, knowing that you only have 2 hands, you can't cut them all? Like
100% teamwork. Came from a shop where people just want to, I'm booked up, I had X amount of cuts, I made this much. When instead of getting together as a team, as how can we come together and make some money and not just bragging
Yeah.
how much money you made, you know. For example, they had a homeless guy come in from the old shop. These barbers looked at this guy like he wasn't human, man. Nobody wanted to give the guy a haircut. And I was sitting in the back and I'm like, something told me, I was like, man, let me give this gentleman a haircut. Make him feel good about himself. He's fighting demons. I don't know what that guy was going through, man, but to myself, I said, let me give him a haircut and make him feel good about himself.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's a nice thing you can do. One nice thing you do goes a long way. How can we get back to the superstar years, the Dwayne, LeBron, and the Splash Brothers, Clay, Steph, and Draymond assisting? It's everyone is on the same team, yet he mentioned competition is definitely something that a lot of people battle with. Definitely think that we need more barbers to what Devery said. Give back. Every barber watching this, you need to try and do one thing this month to give back. It's slow right now. Like, go, even if you went and bought energy drinks for your barbershop, showing signs of improvement. I'm not asking you to start cutting every homeless person's hair in Austin. Just do a little bit to give back. There's barbers there way less booked up doing the most for the other people in the barbershop, like buying pizza on their lunchtime, going to drive and not get a client during that hour to go get a pizza for the shop. People are not built like that. Not these days. I don't know what changed, but yeah, some things have changed.
It's definitely tough being a business owner. I think, man,
Still rebuilding. It's rebuilding.
and everything falling on you, you know. I mean, I feel like they don't teach you that at another barbershop, you know, that you might not. They don't teach you the building your brand like you are your own brand. Like, they don't reiterate that to anybody. They just kind of,
You want to open a shop eventually?
yeah,
Do this.
which is something that they should look for, because, you know, it's going to be plenty of people trying to, you know, you got to get out there and work too.
Right.
Business owner, you got to go back to these schools and all of that, give them free game like how y'all are about to do here soon with Impact, giving out free game and even blessing them with haircuts, you know, them somebody that could possibly be over here in your shop one day, you know, and you can lace them up with everything that
And
they
even
need
if
to
they're
know.
not- even if they don't come here, I still want them to have an open door. Winnercircle.atx on Instagram. You can always ask us any questions you may have, any concerns, how we got almost 100 Google reviews in less than 2 months. I say that's tough to do. Do you have a Google review page yet for yourself? If not, I'll
Yeah.
look into that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So y'all think that's like the main thing that barbers should start off with, even if they're at a shop that's not theirs,
As
getting
a
a
barber
Google,
student, they
yeah,
should start off.
with the Google review page?
Even before day one at barber school, they should already have a Google review page. It's free to have.
Got you.
They may have to verify some information eventually if they, they ask. It's, find out what works for you is basically what I'm saying. But use the same foundation that every other business owner out there uses, which is an advertising platform, Facebook, Instagram, Google. You need a Facebook business profile page. You need all that stuff. So
Fire.
it really gets deep.
Yeah. So what's the goal for you guys for 26?
The biggest goal is just staying consistent, continue to grow, continue to meet new people, clientele, and just being punctual and staying behind the chair, being that consistent barber.
Cut the BS, Devery. We're trying to have every chair in here booked up. We're trying to have every barber booked out. We don't want to be, in here having time to do interviews. We will make time, but we want it to the point where we're like, bro, come on Tuesday when we like to take the day off, or Sunday or something.
Yeah.
We want to get that busy.
Yeah.
So that's goal number one. Goal number two, a lot more collaborating. Barbers, hairstylists, MUAs, photographers, videographers. If you're seeing this, first of all, lock in with everyone in this room because we're all doing great things. But before you do that, lock in with yourself. And then the third thing I would say is try and get to the point where we're going into 27 with another either barbershop, a suite, or a warehouse. You'll see something soon, and you're gonna be like, "Dang, that guy was serious."
Yeah, for sure. All right, so is there anything else that y'all want, people to know about you and your barbershop and why they need to choose Winner Circle ATX?
Yeah, so barbers probably don't say this all the time. We can almost cut any style of hair here. LGBTQ plus friendly, dog friendly. Come through, bring your dog, bring your family. We got, like Deborah said earlier, we got, the lounge area over there. We got some seating area over here.
We got
We got
snacks.
a backyard. Your dog can go in the backyard, pick up after your own dog. We can't do that. We got to keep it clean, clean for the clients. Deborah, give us something. Give us a little.
I think I heard snacks. You got snacks, refreshments for everybody,
We got snacks.
Wi-Fi.
The PlayStation going, man. If you got a little boy who's into FIFA, Madden, 2K, while dad gets a cut, man, he can kick back and relax and chill, man.
If you can beat me in a video game of my choice, possibly a free haircut depending on what kind of haircut it is, or discounted, heavily discounted if you could beat me. If it's a game of your choice, it's going to be a discount, not free, just because you already have the upper hand. So that's something I'm willing to offer for the rest of this year. So let me know.
Yeah, don't pull up showing no crazy haircuts with all of them designs in it, thinking that's gonna be free.
It's gonna be discounted.
Hey man, well I appreciate y'all both
I
letting
appreciate you.
you know letting me
Yeah.
interview you. Hey man, appreciate you. Hey man, Winter Circle ATX man, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yep.